Why your morning routine is missing this one cellular step. If you have been investing time, money, and discipline into optimizing your morning routine, cold plunges, breathwork, protein breakfasts, supplement stacks, or any of the dozens of evidence-backed practices that fill the wellness space, a June 2026 regenerative medicine breakthrough just revealed a cellular prerequisite that virtually every morning routine conversation completely overlooks. And without it, the majority of what you are doing in those first hours of the day is delivering a fraction of the biological benefit it is capable of producing. The discovery centers on a population of cells that most people have never heard of, despite the fact that they have been living inside your body since before you were born. They are called MUSE cells, multilineage differentiating stress enduring cells, and they represent one of the most extraordinary biological systems in the human body. Discovered by regenerative medicine researcher Dr. Mari Dezawa and confirmed through extensive clinical research at Tohoku University and subsequently across multiple international research centers, MUSE cells are your body's elite native first responders for tissue repair and biological renewal. What makes MUSE cells extraordinary is not just what they can do, though the ability to differentiate into virtually any cell type required for tissue repair is remarkable in itself. What makes them extraordinary is how they navigate. Unlike conventional stem cells that require surgical delivery to specific sites or that circulate without reliable targeting mechanisms, MUSE cells possess a built-in biological GPS system. They are exquisitely sensitive to a specific chemical signal called sphingosine 1-phosphate, abbreviated S1P, that damaged, aging, or inflamed tissues release into the bloodstream as a distress call. When a tissue is under stress from inflammation, oxidative damage, or the progressive cellular decline of aging, it begins secreting S1P into circulation. That chemical signal acts as a molecular homing beacon. MUSE cells in the bone marrow and circulation detect the S1P gradient, essentially smelling the damage from a distance, and migrate directly toward its source through the bloodstream. When they arrive at the damaged tissue, they assess the cellular environment and differentiate into whatever specific cell type the tissue needs: hepatocytes for liver repair, cardiomyocytes for heart tissue, and skin cells for dermal renewal. The repair is targeted, precise, and driven entirely by the tissue's own distress signaling. This biological system represents one of the most elegant self-repair mechanisms in human physiology. And it is most active, or should be most active, in the morning. During the overnight sleep cycle, your body undergoes its most intensive maintenance and repair operations. Growth hormone peaks. Inflammatory cleanup accelerates. And the biological stage is set for the morning mobilization of repair resources, including MUSE cells, to address the damage signals that accumulated through the previous day. Here is the cellular reality that the 2026 research is bringing into sharp focus for anyone over 40. The MUSE cell mobilization system, the activation of the S1P tracking response, and the energy-intensive migration of MUSE cells from bone marrow to damaged tissues, requires substantial cellular ATP to execute. The migration process itself consumes energy. The differentiation process at the repair site consumes energy. And the entire S1P detection and navigation system requires mitochondria operating at sufficient output to power the cellular machinery involved. When your mitochondria are depleted through the progressive age-related mitochondrial decline, that reduces both the number and efficiency of mitochondria in virtually every tissue after 40, the MUSE cell mobilization system loses its power supply. The tissues are still releasing S1P distress signals. The damage is still accumulating and calling for repair. But the cellular infrastructure required to activate and sustain the MUSE cell response does not have the ATP to answer. The repair cells stay dormant in the bone marrow. The morning mobilization window that should be your body's most powerful daily renewal opportunity passes without the cellular repair it was designed to deliver. This is the morning routine blind spot that no amount of cold water, breathwork, or supplement optimization addresses. Those practices are sending the right signals, activating beneficial hormonal and neurological pathways that support health. But the cellular repair response that should be following those morning signals depends on a mitochondrial energy infrastructure that most people over 40 have not specifically addressed. CoQ10 provides the immediate electrical current that the MUSE cell activation system requires. As the primary electron carrier in the mitochondrial inner membrane, CoQ10 maintains the ATP production efficiency that powers cellular signaling and migration processes. When CoQ10 is present at adequate concentrations in mitochondrial membranes, the cellular energy required to detect S1P signals, activate the MUSE cell response, and sustain the migration to repair sites is consistently available. Particularly during the critical morning mobilization window when the body's repair orientation is strongest. PQQ activates mitochondrial biogenesis, growing new high-output mitochondria in the tissues most dependent on cellular energy for repair and renewal. New mitochondria built through biogenesis are not carrying the accumulated damage of aging predecessors. They produce ATP at the rates required to sustain MUSE cell activation, migration, and differentiation continuously rather than in the sporadic underpowered bursts that depleted mitochondria can manage. The morning repair window gets the power infrastructure it needs to deliver the cellular renewal the biology was always designed to produce. Mitolyn combines CoQ10 and PQQ in one formula built around this cellular morning activation principle. Stop optimizing your morning routine on a dead cell engine. Fuel the tracking system. And let your body's elite native repair cells finally get the power they need to do the job they have been waiting to do since the moment you wake up. I want to be fully transparent with you. The link in my description is an affiliate link. I might earn a small commission at no extra cost to you. I only share what I genuinely think is helpful. Fuel the tracking system and unlock your morning repair response. Check the link in my description for the 2026 Mitolyn Morning Protocol. And if you want cutting-edge cellular health content every single day, hit subscribe. We post every morning. This video is for educational purposes only and is not intended as medical advice. Always consult a qualified healthcare professional before making changes to your diet or lifestyle.